from Enjoy Fitness 43, and today we are going to do a Pilates type workout. So for this workout you're going to need water, a little bit of room, a mat to lay down on, and a little ball to use. For some of the exercises, if you don't have a ball, you can use a pillow or a yoga block in case you don't have a ball. But you can use any kind of squishy ball. It's good if it's a little squishy and not too hard, because you're going to have to hold on to it like with the back of your leg, and you're going to be putting some pressure on it, so it's best if you can use a ball. Now, I'm going to give you some modifications for the chair for when we get into our abs, so that we can do some stuff. We're going to do some stuff on the floor, and there are some side lying and laying down movements for our legs also, and I'm going to give you some modifications for that too. So, but it's best to have a ball because the ball is more comfortable than anything. You can do everything that we're going to do without a ball also, and for one of the exercises you can actually use a paper plate or a washcloth, and when we get to that I'll tell you what that one is. And you can, depending on what type of floor you have, like if I'm on a carpeted floor I want a paper plate, but if I'm like on a tile floor or a wooden floor, then I'm going to want something smooth like a washcloth to modify. So there's always a way to change things up and to modify so that you can use whatever you have around the house. So we're going to start with our warm-up. So legs nice and wide. So we're going to start with just a toe raise and a nice squat, and raise up and down. And just keep going up and down, and try to get that squat a little bit wider and a little bit deeper, and raise those arms up with intention. Really need to press that ball up into the ceiling. Good. And then we're going to come up, and let's just rotate the ball from side to side. Let's see if we can get a little bit lower in that squat while we're doing it. Good. Let's lift one heel. And lift the other heel. Making sure you're breathing, your shoulders are pressed back, your belly button's pulled in. Good. Now let's just do 10 more, up and down. I'm not going up on my toes this time. Last one. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go to the side. I'm going to anchor one leg. I'm going to hold the ball with both hands, and I'm going to lift and then bring it down. Good. Okay, we're going to trade sides. Okay, make sure that you're good and anchored. Those toes are open. So I like to do this barefoot. All my weight's going to that front foot. Perfect. Now we're going to go back to the other side again, okay? So we're going to go up again. And trading sides. One more. Nice. Alrighty, holding it there. Okay, so we're going to go to a sumo squat again, and we're just going to pass that ball around our back. So maybe up when we go behind, down when we come in front. Really open that chest up, round the back when we come in front. Okay, now let's go the other directions. Just tap that ball. Let's go the other way. Perfect. 2 more. And 10. Nice. Okay, let's just shake it out. Go ahead and get yourself a drink of water. I'm going to turn my fan this way a little bit more. And let's get into our leg portion of the workout. I'm going to show you the modified way. So if you want to get a chair out for this to have handy to either lean on or to sit on during some of this, then you might want that handy. So if you do not want to get onto the floor, you're going to want something to lean up against. I would hold on to a chair. I just didn't bring one in here because there's not much room. And we're going to do circles, okay? And then we're going to go the other way with the circles when I tell you to. And you're holding it, little gentle squeeze right here, okay? Supporting on this leg. Don't be way far away from the wall so you're leaning into it. Be close enough. This leg is going to be bent, just a tiny bend. Don't push it back. Bent, push back. Make sure it's bent, okay? Standing up nice and tall. You're going to feel it in this tush and this leg, especially behind the hamstring, okay? So that's our first exercise. And then our next exercise is going to be a bridge. So what we're going to do is that you're going to sit in the chair this time, and you're going to put your foot on top of the ball, and you're just going to press down. So I want you to really think about squeezing the glute as you press down into the ball. Slowly, not like this, okay? Slowly with intention, okay? While we're doing the bridge. And the next one's a little bit harder, okay? So we're gonna do a leg lift. So make sure you're in your chair good. Okay, you're gonna do a leg lift, and then you're gonna roll the ball out. Leg lift, roll the ball out. Leg lift. Notice my leg, toes pointed, leg is straight, and you're gonna roll the ball straight. Okay, so we're gonna do everything on one side, then we're gonna do everything on the other side. Okay, ready? Okay, so for those of us that are gonna get down on the ground, let's pick a side, and we're gonna do the same thing. So, ball, side. And remember, just because we're doing it on modified, meaning not on the floor, doesn't mean it's any easier. So we're just gonna go ahead and do circles down here on the floor, because we're going to do a lot of them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We can lay all the way down if you want to. 15, if that hurts your neck. 16, 17, 18, pull your belly button in, 19, and 20. All right, so if you need to, take that ball out, shake out your leg, okay, put the ball back in. Okay, we're gonna go the other direction now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, big circle with that knee, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So, I have a Pilates ball. My ball has texture on it, so it doesn't get away from me. So if you have a slick ball, one of the things that you can do to make your ball less slick is you actually take sandpaper and you gently rub it. Don't rub it real hard or you're going to put a hole in it. So gently rub it to get a rough texture on it. You can also take two-sided tape and put strips of two-sided tape on it. And every once in a while you have to change it, but sometimes if you put enough two-sided tape on it, then it gets sticky enough that you don't have to put tape on it anymore. Okay? So now I'm going to put it under the same leg I just used. So let me turn around. I'm going to use this leg. Okay, so I used this top leg. Okay? So now I'm going to put my foot on it. The other leg I'm going to lift into the air, so I need you to be real careful. Make sure you have balance on that foot, and if I can get it in there, we're going to press up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not easy. 7. My hamstring's singing. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, one more, and 20. Perfect. Alrighty, so now that we've done this, so you remember you were sitting down and you were pressing into it. Now for this one, this is going to be where you're going to lift your leg and roll it out. And we're going to do the same thing on the floor. So seated, you're going to lift a leg and roll it out. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to lift, bring it down, roll it out. Whew. So get it out to that toe. I'm sorry, lift, roll, bring it in, bring it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, nice straight leg. 19, one more, and 20. Perfect. Alrighty, so let's bring those knees to our chest. If you're seated, you can bring one leg at a time instead of bringing both up. Inhale, exhale. And we're going to do the same thing, and this time we're going to do the other side, alrighty? So I'm just going to roll over. I'm going to put that ball between my legs, and we're going to start with big circles off to the side. So here we go. And it doesn't matter which direction you start with because you're going to do both. 2, 3, just be mindful which way you're going so you can go the opposite way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Remember, you're standing up. Your supporting leg is bent. And you're bringing that leg up and around. You don't want to get on the floor. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, good, big circles. 16, is that bun burning? 17, 18, feel it behind the leg. 19, and 20. Nice. Okay, so we're going to roll over. We're going to do under that foot. We're going to lift the opposite leg up. So I was a little sore than I thought from a previous workout, so my hamstrings singing to me, so I'm not getting up as high as I want in these bridges. Whew. Okay, get yourself steady. Get my foot under there. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just straighten out this supporting leg up here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, one more, and 20. Boy, that was tougher for me than I thought it was going to be. So now we're going to go ahead, we're going to lift, we're going to roll it out. So get it kind of by your toes, roll it out, bring it in, drop that leg down, and bring it up. 2. Now, if we were strong enough, and you can try it if you want to, you can lift that hiney up and roll it out and bring it in. This is 4, 5, get a big toe out there. 6, 7. Make sure that chin is vertical with the floor. 8, 9, 10. Good. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and one more, 20. All right, so bring those knees to the chest and go side to side. So if you're seated, of course, you'll bring one knee up at a time, because we always want to try to keep at least one foot on the floor, right? Always for safety. Okay, so to get out of this, we're going to roll to the side, and we're going to come up, and we're going to get a drink of water now. So why Pilates? Pilates is a combination of a tool and body weight, or maybe just body weight the entire time. And it's really good for the core. Everything that you do in Pilates works your core. And then you get the added benefit of upper body and a lower body workout at the same time with different exercises. But you always engage your core when you do Pilates exercises. Alrighty, so we're going to work on, guess what? Our core this time. So grab that ball or your pillow or whatever that you might have with you this time. And we're going to do our abs right now. I did not tell you what you could do if you did not have a ball. So when we do this exercise, when we're up here and we're rolling the ball out, if you don't have a ball, you can get that paper plate or that washcloth and put it under this foot and slide this foot out. To make it harder, like I was saying, if you lift your tush up and slide out and slide back, that's even more of a workout. Boy, it really gets the back of your leg and your tush when you're doing that. But that would have to be for a stronger day for me, because that wasn't going to happen today. So that's where that slide would come, is in that last exercise. And I didn't think about that till right now. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay, so we're going to do abs right now. Alrighty? So we're going to start right here in this position. So we're just going to lean back. So if you're in the chair, you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to lean back into the chair a little bit. Make sure that you're not hitting the back of the chair. And we're just going to hold that ball out in front of us. We're just going to hold it there. Let's hold it for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to lift one foot up, and we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's put that foot down. Let's lift the other one up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now because we're on the floor, we're going to lift both feet up. But if you're in the chair, you're going to need to leave both feet down. Now you can lift one foot up, drop it, and then bring the other foot up if you want to, but don't lift both feet up. But we're going to lift both feet up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, look at that back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. So that's your 100. Very good. So we're going to change into a slow sit-up. In the chair, we're going to do a sit-up like this. You're going to hold the ball. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So you're rolling over the ball, okay? You're pushing it into the navel, and you're crunching into the ball, okay? We're going to do a sit-up here. Are we ready? We're going to hold the ball back behind our head. Sorry. We're going to inhale, exhale. And we're going to do a nice little rotation. Inhale back, exhale up, rotation. Good. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. Good. One more. And 20. Perfect. That was great. So that was 20 sit-ups. So now we're going to do a ball sit-up with a single leg raise. So you're thinking, oh, the same thing. Well, it's not quite. So this is where this is going to get interesting. So if you're in a chair, I'm going to need you to put this ball behind your back, okay, so that you can do a little bit of a bend, okay? I need you to go back, up, and down, okay? So we're flexing back when we inhale, exhale, lift the leg, and bring it down. Inhale, exhale, and pulling in the belly button when we're exhaling, lifting the leg and down. Inhale, exhale, and up. Inhale, exhale, and up. All right? So when we're crunching up, we're lifting the leg at the same time, and then we're going to inhale and go back. So on the floor, we're going to do it again. So if you're not real bendy when you go back, you might want to change to a long skinny pillow to put under your back so that it's not as high as a ball. So think about it. Try it first. See how it feels, because it's a big motion. You're going to go back, okay? You're going to have those legs out in front, straight legs, hands here. We're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And they come all the way up. So you can see how that one's really going to get you in the lower back and in the tummy, up through the hip flexors. So that's a really good one. So you got to watch that ball, see if that's too much of a flexion for you to go back behind. Alrighty, so we're going to move on from our abs to our upper body. So go ahead and get a drink of water before we start. Okay, we're going to start with our triceps. So we're going to take the ball across, okay, and we're going to lean down, okay. And you can get your legs all comfy here, whichever way is comfy. Let's see, I got to see which way is comfy. Okay, here, we're going to press up, okay. Then we're going to bring it all the way up, okay. So it's a press all the way through and then a reach when we're on the floor, okay. Not on the floor, okay, we're going to do presses. So you're going to squeeze the ball behind your head and then raise up. Squeeze and up. Squeeze and up. Sitting up nice and tall, trying not to drop your head, okay? I need that chin parallel with the floor, elbows tucked in towards your head, flat hands on the ball. Squeeze when it gets behind your head. And then raise it up nice and tall, okay? So that's what it's going to look like. Alrighty, we're going to do 2 sets of 10, okay? 10 on this side, then 10 on the other. Alrighty, here we go. So get those legs comfy so you can push yourself up. You're going to use that bottom arm. It's going to kind of help you a little bit. Here we go. So up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, more, and then 10. Great. Okay, let's go to the other side. All right, get yourself comfy. All the way down on the floor. Okay. Hand across. In the chair, you do the same thing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm not as graceful on this side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, and 10. Perfect. Okay, great. Okay, so we're going to go to the chair Cobra. So this one's going to be on your tummy. I'm going to start within the chair what you're going to do. Okay, for this one here, we're going to start at the top of the legs. You're going to roll the ball down and roll the ball back up. Roll the ball down, roll the ball back up, okay? Just roll it down and roll it back up. That's all we're going to do with this one, okay? So just rolling it down and rolling it back up. Perfect. us here. We're going to get onto our tummy, so it is prone. So you're on your tummy. I'm going to have to get some room here. Okay. And we're going to roll it out and roll it up. Roll it out and roll it back up. So we're just rolling it onto our wrists and then rolling it onto our palms. Rolling it down. Alrighty? So we're going to do 15 of those. Are we ready? Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, one more, 15, and then all the way down. Alrighty, great, working under your arm, working that tricep and bicep, and working that lower back at the same time. So our next one, I'm going to get up. You can stay down on your tummy, take a little rest while I show our chair people what we're going to do in the chair. So this one is going to be big motion. Let me move this out of the way. And we're going to be going back and front, okay? So if you want to stand up and do it, get out of the chair so you're not hitting the back of the chair. We're just going to open and close, okay? And go back around. So do 5 one direction and then do 5 the other direction, okay? So change the way we did it, just like we did in our opening, in our warm-up, alrighty? So we're going to do that on our belly though. So we need to think nice high arc. Make sure nothing is in our way. Down we go. Up. And then bring it around. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, 5. All right, so we're going to get up and we're just going to take a quick drink of water. And we're going to go through the arm set one more time, alrighty? So we're going to start with the triceps. So pick the arm you want to start with. Alrighty, so we're going to get on the side. We're going to press through, come all the way up, reach to the back. Remember, when you're sitting, you're going to press behind your back and bring it all the way up. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Alrighty, so let's do the other side. Are we ready? Let's get down and find yourself that comfy spot. Make sure your hips are happy, and let's get ready to press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, woo, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Okay, so from there, remember we're going to sit in the chair, walk our hands down, walk our hands back up. But if we're on the floor, we're going to find our nice area to place our hands on the ball. Okay, ready? We're going to bring them out. We're going to come roll up and then down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, nice strong back. 5, 4, 3, and wrists. 2, one more, and 1. Perfect. All right, so standing up or moving away from the chair, bringing that ball around and around. We're going to do the same thing on the floor, making sure we have room. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's change directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Alrighty, so we're going to push ourselves up into a nice down dog position, or not down dog, into a tabletop position. And we're going to do a little cat-cow. So you can do the same thing in the chair. Just lean forward, put your hands on your knees. We're going to inhale up, and then exhale down. Inhale up. Pull that belly button in, tuck in the chin a little bit. Exhale back down, lift the chin. Do that little pelvic tilt, stick that hiney up in the air. Inhale. And then exhale. Okay, one more. Inhale. And then exhale. Excellent. Now, if you're on the floor, I want you to curl those toes under, okay? And we're going to pop that hiney up. If you're in the chair, we're just going to go ahead, take a deep breath in, blow it out, and stand up. We're going to walk our hands towards our feet, okay? We're going to take a deep breath in, blow it out. We're going to roll ourselves up, and let's everybody take a deep breath in and blow it out. Perfect. We're going to roll our shoulders down and back, and we're going to lift that chin up. We're going to bend the knees just a little bit and breathe. Push those fingertips towards the floor. Open those palms up nice and wide. Breathe. One more deep breath. Okay, turn the palms in towards the legs. Let's take a nice deep side bend towards that floor. So we're not trying to stick that hip way out. We're just trying to bend so that we really feel that stretch through the hip. Reaching that hand down. Then we're going to inhale. Exhale, switch sides. Good job. Excellent. exhale, up. Oh, nice. Okay, so we're gonna open those legs up, ballerina style. Stand up, really get those knees out over those toes, roll shoulders down and back. Bring those hands up behind the head, roll the shoulders back. Stand nice and tall, get that balance, ground those feet into the floor. Inhale, exhale, up we go, walk those feet back straight. Get an inhale, exhale, let's rotate. Inhale, exhale, rotate again. And inhale, exhale, we're going to rotate right here, and we're going to just dip that elbow towards the floor. Good. Inhale, exhale, up. And again, let's take it to the other side, elbow going towards the floor. Inhale, exhale, up. And we're going to inhale, exhale, drop those hands down. Now we're just going to go ahead and stretch out those toes and the bottom of the feet. So we use those legs a lot today and those hips. We're going to take a nice side lunge. Stretch the hip and the inner thigh. So we're really thinking about sticking that booty out towards the corner of the room. Okay, let's take it up to the other side. Same thing. So if you can go down really low and you want to go down really low because you need to, because you're not getting much of a stretch way up here, then you go ahead and do it. Excellent. Let's take it to the middle. Let's hold our hands on that floor. If you need to take your ball and hold on to it, if you have that yoga block or a pillow, you need to like build up so that you can touch that instead of touching the floor. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna bring those feet in a little bit closer. Okay, we're gonna drop the chin in the head. We're just gonna let the head shake around a little bit, pulling the belly button in. We're gonna inhale, exhale, round the back, pull the belly button in, slowly roll yourself back up. Roll the shoulders down and back. We're gonna shake it out. Perfect. Alrighty, so this is Joy from Enjoy Fitness 43. Go ahead and grab your water. This is a little Pilates workout for you, a little bit, about 45 minutes long. They can be a lot longer than that. This is just to really get a lot of you moving in different areas, and to show you abs and arms and legs, different things that you can do. There's a million exercises for Pilates, just like everything else. But I hope you enjoyed the workout today. Like, share, tell your friends. Bodyweight exercise is so important, and you can use fun little things like balls to make it different and to make it a little bit more difficult. I mean, those bridges were killing me, so I know I'm going to be sore. I hope you're a little sore too. So tell me what you like, what you want, and I will see you later. Have a great day. Bye.